Hey guys, RC here. Wanted to come back with just a real quick follow-up video. This is on the Sim Settlement mod that I recommended recently, and wanted to kind of show you some new things. Okay, this is the first house that we had put in, and what I found out is there's actually a large number of like pre-designed um, and they will expand based on the interest and hobbies that are assigned to the person that builds and owns the house. And the decorations inside are also along those lines. And I just noticed he has some Deezer's lemonade. So you'll see this expand as it grows. Now I put in a second house here, and you'll notice it looks completely different. And if we come in and look at it, kind of the same layout, but an old shopping cart, some food. Now what's interesting about this, and actually tire seats, the food, if I leave town and come back later, the food will be gone. So the person that lives here will have eaten it. The water may be gone. But this house will expand. And then here's a third house, again, completely different from the other two. A little bit different design. We've got, some chessboard, blast radius game. Again, with some food, a different type of food, some Nuka-Cola. Now, the things that are decorated in, you cannot scrap these. These are part of the house, so you cannot scrap that. But also, if you notice to the left of my screen, and I cannot put my cursor on it, but you see the green bars. This is another mod. It's a HUD mod, and on his the page for Sim Settlement on Nexus, he actually has a link to this particular HUD mod, and you'll notice the bars, and they correspond to each of the appropriate designs at the top. So you have food, water, defense, power, basically houses or beds, happiness, and I'm not sure what the next to last one is. I'm not sure what that derives. I'll have to look that up. But you can see that those bars are there. So you can see my defense is lagging. Now, a couple of things. Yesterday I did note that if you notice my defense is 9. However, I have two turrets, which are actually 3 turrets up there. And if we look at those turrets in particular, I have 2 of those and 1 of these. So I should have 18 defense. Well, I kind of figured out why, and it's something that's built into the mod. The mod actually puts needs for water, power, defense into the house itself. So for example, if we come up and look at the let's see if I can figure out where to find it here. Right here. Okay, so they have a bar. We can look at the plaque, and the plaque tells us that this house is -1 power, -1 defense, and a tax rate of 1. Now, to collect taxes, you have to meet the settler's needs, which is indicated by those bars. But you'll see that just having this house takes away 1 defense. So 1 defense from all those turrets is automatically assigned just to this house. Okay, same thing here. We've got this plaque, same thing. So all the houses have this -1 defense. Oh, you know what? I do need to power that. So now we have power. All right, so they will build that house. Now that's going to make my defense drop again. Also, last video we had put in the commercial area here, but it had not been built yet. So now we've actually built this, And the reason is I got my settlement beacon up right there. And so we have started to recruit people. We've gone from 5 people to 7 people. So here we have a little bar that's sprung up. They have the spirit sign. Will accept scrap. That's kind of funny. We can read the plaque here, and you'll see this is -2 defense, but it gives 15 happiness, 1 income off of the tax. So this will add caps to my settlement just for having this place. -1 water, -1 power. Now what I've also figured out by watching his videos, and so we've got the little refrigerator in here, the little bar back with some spirits on it, and as you can see, I cannot interact with any of these. These are hard coded into the game, but it is a business where they will come and work. So they do have somebody assigned to this place, and part of the mod is it automatically assigns them. They will come out here and work. They will come out here and buy drinks. And now here's the thing. As you fill up your bars, okay, if you are meeting all the needs of the settlement and then you leave, that is when things will upgrade. And there's something in the coding. He was talking about things like the papyrus script and things of that nature. I don't understand. Way above my comprehension level when it comes to this stuff. But you have to leave the settlement, very similar to having the water appearing in your workshop. You actually have to leave in order for that to happen. You can't just wait here in the settlement. So if my bars to the left there on that new HUD are maxed out, and then I leave the settlement, go do a dungeon, do a quest, and then come back, then the settlers will automatically upgrade, because what the scripting of the mod does is it recalculates the need based on your bars there that you have fulfilled all the needs or met all the needs, and then it will have them upgrade. And the reason for that, according to the mod developer, actually shows some foresight on his part. He didn't want people just coming in and just putting a chair down and then waiting 24 hours, or being able to put down 12 wells and then as soon as they got the upgrades, pick the wells back up. Or scrap them back out. So you actually have to put them in there and keep them there. And he also said, let's take a look at the map. He said the distance you have to travel from a settlement is roughly, not exactly, but roughly the distance from Red Rocket to the Starlight Drive-In. So no matter where you are on the map, so if I'm at Starlight Drive-In, I've got to probably go to Sanctuary to get Starlight Drive-In to reset. If I am at Ten Pines, I've probably got to come down to Drumlin Diner or possibly even Corvega to get it to reset. And once you are that distance away, then the mod goes in behind the scenes. And the reason he gave the reason for doing that, but that's also one reason that it is not very resource intensive, because that it's considered a lightweight mod, that it's able to do all that after you have left the settlement, so it's not constantly upgrading and updating. So that was pretty interesting. I just wanted to share that information. I wanted to show how all these things were transpiring. I wanted to kind of show now that I had 3 houses up, and I still have not looked into what I can do if this is automatically moved over to my workbench. Let's see. Look at the plaque. Alright, so this takes 1 power, 1 defense. Okay, it gives a scavenge bonus, so I think I still have to put up a scavenge bench. At least that's how I am interpreting that. Whether that's right or not is another question, but that is how I am interpreting that. So let me go ahead and put a scavenging station here. Now the thing about this, the things that all come in vanilla, those are not automatically assigned. So when you're using the when you're using this mod, you have to factor in how many people you have. So it really looks like the housing would be kind of good. I am going to blow this up. And I'm going to blow all of these up, actually, for right now. Again, I think you probably have to get your settlement established prior to having your people working on that kind of spread as far as the, 2 people per plot, yada, yada, yada. So we are going to just plant some of these items here. See what else I got. Oh, a couple of melons. And I tell you what, I do like that because, with the melons and stuff, they tend to float, and I just don't like the way that they look. But that's just me. So now I'm going to have to actually find all of my people, which I will do this on my time. But again, I wanted to show you how things were transpiring with the mod. And again, I think this is so cool just how it builds itself. It assigns it a role. It does the things that you need it to do. And like I said, as you upgrade and as you keep your settlers happy, they automatically will upgrade to a different looking house. They will add rooms onto it. So I mean, he has this whole foundation, so eventually this will be from a half foundation probably out to a full foundation house, maybe even a second story, I don't know. The agricultural plots, they will actually grow as well. I don't know if that means they will start producing more food per plot. Not exactly sure how that's going to work, but they were talking about having a tier 3 or a tier 4 agricultural plot. So that does tell me that it does go up in the value and probably what it produces, if I had to guess. So wanted to pass that information along. Now there is some ways that you can go in there and turn that off. Let's see. No, I don't want to trade anything with you. Oh, I'm not on. There we go. See, I actually want him to be assigned to my defense, to up my defense a little bit more. So my defense was not degrading, it was just reduced. Made me think of defense. It was just reduced by the appropriate amount because of those houses. So we just went from 12 to 16 because we assigned that guard post. Now your stuff that you build in vanilla, you still have to manually assign. Only the plots are assigned by the mod. So keep that in mind as you're maneuvering around and doing that. Anyway, I'm enjoying the mod. I'm liking the way it's looking. Still, very early in my playing with it. Who is that? Who is that? And I'm not sure what that's assigned to, but oh well. Let's see, nobody in here. Anyway, I'll keep piddling around here. Okay, there's the settler that's assigned to the bar, so that's cool. Nobody needs that house yet because we have 8 beds but only 7 people. This guy's assigned to, I don't know. I don't know what the waving is. I'll have to figure out what that symbol is. But anyway, some good information there, I thought. Wanted to share it with you. Thanks for checking it out, and you guys have a good one.